Hi there, how are you?
He has not stopped drinking coffee.
No, because we're playing late.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, the Foo Fighters.
Yay!
You guys are going to be so big someday.
You know, we're working hard. We really want it.
Do you know, you're a new band. You know, things are just starting out. What are the brick walls that you're meeting at the moment? I mean, you know, someday you're going to be selling out stadiums, playing Wembley, playing to 85,000 people. You know, keep the dream, Dave.
Yeah, I'm just looking for somewhere clean to shit.
What are the toilets like here? Because I know you're the big deal. Have you had a look at the porta cabins outside the Portaloos, Chris?
I have been out there. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's when you know you're the big deal, when you have your own private porta cabin at the festival.
Yeah,
You
the only shit they're gonna suck out of that thing belongs to the Foo Fighters.
And
how are you, my man?
Very well, thank you.
Welcome back to the band. I mean, you've only left about 20 times. Are you due to leave again sometime soon? Are you going on holidays or anything?
Due at about 9 o'clock, is it?
Yeah.
I think he only left once.
Oh yeah.
Right?
You enjoying your fresh run with the Foos? Back in action?
Yeah, trying to make it.
Excellent.
Hungry.
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 Tell us a little bit about what you've been up to over the last few months.
The last few months we've been playing shows, we've been traveling all over the world, we've been doing as much as we can in a short period of time. The last 3 weeks, or 4 weeks, we've been doing festivals and stadiums over here. It's been really fun.
Okay.
And we found that the best way to attract a huge audience is just to not go to their country for like 5 to 10 years. So that when you come back, there's 10 times as many. So like, fuck all that work that you gotta do.
Yeah, we've been doing it all backwards.
Yeah, I feel like we've been losing our audience by coming too much, and so now we have been here for, it's been years.
It's been a while.
3 or 4 years maybe.
Okay.
So, and look at us now. That's all we had to do was stop coming.
Do you remember your kind of early 90s gigs in the Point Depot in Dublin?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Absolutely. I remember we did a show, actually with Alanis Morissette, I think, at the Point in Dublin.
And then you rocked
that
my
night,
the
an old friend, and then an old friend of mine ran up and gave me a hug and cracked one of my ribs. And also, I remember I got the audience to chant "sheep" that night too.
I remember these things.
Do you remember that? And I had a bootleg of it. I had a board tape, and we were the worst fucking band in the world. We were terrible. We were awful.
Were the Cardigans there?
No, I don't remember.
I was there. I thought they fucking rocked. I was on the side. I was on the side. Just going.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Taylor.
Band.
Hi,
Oh
Taylor.
my God!
Taylor Hawkins.
Look how rad they are. I want to be in that band, man.
How much coffee does he have to do?
He's probably had a couple cups. He starts his morning with like a pot of coffee. But he just woke up from the Taylor's sleep deprived.
Yeah, I have insomnia right now.
Okay.
Wow.
So, was this Fresh Pot's coffee addiction? Hello! Blown out of all proportion there. Did you actually genuinely...
it was legitimate.
Okay.
And I really did go to the hospital.
Right, okay.
And the doctor told me to stop drinking so much coffee.
Sorry.
It's kind of... Is
Sorry.
that very rock and roll kind of coffee addiction?
Well, the way I look at it, I stopped doing drugs maybe when I was about 20.
Okay.
And so I look at it like if I did coke or speed like I drink coffee, then I'd probably be sucking your dick right now for money.
and like, I mean...
To me, it was a legitimate problem.
I can't believe
He'll suck your dick for a latte.
How much
For a latte money. Yeah, it depends.
All right, okay. Okay, first of all, the documentary was amazing. Was it really weird, Chris, watching the history of everything you've been involved in unroll in a couple of hours on screen?
Yeah, I mean, that whole thing was weird because it's not like making an album where you sort of get to watch it evolve every day. You're sort of giving all this information to the director, and then he put it all together, and then we all went and watched it together for the first time, and yeah, it was bizarre. It was great. We loved it. You know, I think we all loved it, but it was very strange.
Was there loads of stuff that popped up in the footage that you kind of forgot about, past you, stuff that you just completely and utterly don't remember from back in the day?
There weren't any big moments. It was just kind of like, huh, I never knew that. Oh, all right, that, you know.
What did you find out about the band from watching the documentary?
I don't remember.
No?
But there was some stuff, I'm sure.
I thought it was cool because it was kind of like when you're used to like your own photographs of stuff and your own memories of them, and when you see all these things you've done through somebody else's version of it and footage you haven't seen ever.
Okay.
It's kind of, it jars.
It's like
some
seeing
stuff
the
loose.
back of your head in a mirror or something like that.
Yeah.
On a big,
Like on a huge screen, and you're like, oh my god, I have a bald spot!
Because particularly the clips when you were talking about the introduction of another great guitarist into the band and coming back into the band, you were pretty cool about the whole thing.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's all so old. Like the minute Pat came into the room for the first rehearsal that we did for that tour, it was just like we just started talking about boxing and Alice Cooper.
Are you the dad figure in the band? You know, the wise rock in the corner.
Oh God, no.
No. Okay.
I don't think so.
Do you have to babysit this guy again?
No, I mean, I think maybe, who's the wise dad? That would probably be Taylor. Well, yeah. Well, there's a couple dads in the band. I think that Nate is sort of like.
But Taylor's the one that'll sit you down. Like, he's like,
Yeah.
all right, this is how it's gonna be, or this is how it is. Or
Taylor's
this is-
very courtship of Eddie's father.
Yeah. I think
Kids.
he's the wise dad. I think.
And has there been there's been no kind of Foo Fighters bust-ups? I mean, you all love each other dearly and, have mutual respect and you're all good friends. And how do you punch the shit out of each other every now and then?
We never punched the shit out of each other.
No.
That would be bad.
That would be very bad.
Yeah, I mean, I think that some bands or some people think that like conflict produces some sort of creative result.
Okay.
I personally don't think that's true.
Okay.
That's just me. I just think that conflict makes me not want to make music with you. Like, let's not fight or else, I don't know, let's break up.
So listen, on the build-up to the whole Wembley gig those years ago, you were particularly nervous about the whole thing, 6 months of just freaking out.
Yeah.
And now you're about to step out to do a similar show to a similar amount of people. So
Yeah.
does that in any way upset you, or not upset you, but like, are you worried about it? Or?
No.
No?
Not really. I mean, I think it's different now. Like, when we did the Wembley gig, the place is just so huge it looks like an optical illusion. It just doesn't make sense that many people could fit into a building. And then to have us being there to play music for that many people flipped me out. But I don't know. I think now I just feel like that I don't want to. It's strange. We played Milton Keynes the other night. And I'm standing there in the middle of 65,000 people, and I just kind of felt at home because they were Foo Fighters people, you know? So this is maybe a little different because it's a festival crowd, but honestly, like, I can see everybody's faces and shit. It's not like I'm blinded by some spotlight the whole time. Like, I can see the people way back there and people right there, and, you know? I can look at them and, like, I'm looking at you, and it's just, I don't know, it seems kind of natural to me in that we're all just the same type of people. So it doesn't freak me out. And plus, in the last year and a half or something, last year, we've gotten really good.
Yeah.
So I'm not nervous about playing anymore. So it's nice. Like, we go up on stage and we fucking blaze. It's good.
Do you ever just kind of sit back from the whole thing and just realize the enormity of what you've created as a band and how important you are to so many people and how successful you are? I mean,
you know what freaked me out at that Milton Keynes thing? We showed up for sound check, and we got there. It was the day before the first gig, and I looked around at all the vending trucks. Like, there were hot dog trucks and popcorn trucks and ice cream trucks and beer trucks, and that freaked me out. I was like, oh my god, we have our own little, like, fucking city here right now. And that's what, that kind of knocked things into a weird perspective. Like, 16 years ago when we first started playing together, if you would have told us there'd be fucking 75 hot dog trucks at our gig, I think you're insane, you know?
Yeah. Did you ever think the drummer was going to take the front stage and, you were going to be the I suppose, the pilot of the biggest rock band in the world?
No.
No?
But I mean, if you hang out with someone like Taylor Hawkins for long enough, you realize that that's not an impossibility. You know?
Okay.
Like, I swear to God, if Taylor could do the exact same thing that I did for sure.
Is it always going to be rock and roll for you guys? I mean, is it something that you think about that you go, okay, I'm going to do this till I'm 45, I'm going to do this till I'm 50, and that's it, I'm packing up. Do you have those kind of conversations with each other?
We used to have those kind of, like, we used to say that a lot. Like, oh, we're not going to do this when we're 40, but now we're all over 40. I guess we lied. No, it's fun. I'm sure as long as we're all having fun, we're going to keep doing it.
And you've got little people, lots of little people to
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that changed you as a person, I suppose, more than anything?
Well, there's lots of obvious logistical things that have changed.
Yeah.
But mostly I think that, you get this sense of pride, like when we're up on stage and all our kids are running around behind us.
Yeah.
You just see like 10 sets of these Dayglow headphones running around with fucking strobe lights, and it makes you really proud, not only for the band and the music, but just that, life turned out okay.
Turned out really okay. We have two things in common, me and you. Your little lady was the same weight. Harper was 7, 8 when she was born, which is the exact same weight as my little girl.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the other thing we have in common, the baby on the front of the Nevermind album.
Yeah.
My Winky's the same size.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So.
There were
Practically brothers.
That's right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there you go.
There were some, when that record came out, there were some record stores that wouldn't, we had to make an alternate cover without the dick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
I never saw that.
You ever seen that? Yeah, there's posters and stuff of like some asexual baby floating in the water with them. Yeah.
Barbie style.
The bowls.
Thanks to Tipper Gore.
We are going to let you go because you've got a very important job to do at Oxegen tonight, and that is.
I gotta get to drinking. Is what I gotta do.
Okay, what's the beverage of choice these days? Are we still 6 Jägermeisters before you hit the stage?
No, the Jaeger kind of makes your hands feel wobbly.
It makes you fall off the stage.
I drink a little bit of whiskey.
Okay.
A couple
I should have brought you some traditional Irish whiskey.
Yeah, you should have.
Oh, nobody did.
Well, we can arrange that, right? We'll do that. Yeah, I'll get you some. I promise.
Promise?
I promise.
Okay, thanks.
Listen, on behalf of millions of Foo Fighters fans around the world, and particularly in this country, thank you for what you've done, first of all, and the amazing music that you've brought out, and the amazing gigs that you do, and thanks for talking to us.
I'm sorry about cussing so much.
It's okay, I have to go and edit the fucking thing now. Thank you.
Bye, cocksucker.
Thank you, Foo Fighters.
Thank you.
That's
You know
brilliant.
what's the